In this episode, we're going to talk to Jay about the TCMs, or I know it's another acronym, but actually it's the Territory Channel Manager structure. So perhaps you could just shed some light on, the new TCMs, what they do, how many you've got working for you, what geography, are they sector aligned, what does it mean to a partner, TCM?
Yeah, sure. So you've previously had Laura Bouchard interviewed, and I think she talked about the ECM, the Enterprise Channel Managers, and what they were doing in the way that they're aligned with our enterprise customers, which is our top 1,000 customers in the UK. I actually manage a team of Territory Channel Managers, TCMs, and they are focused on our SMC, which is our small to medium corporate customers. In real English language, that's really Microsoft's mid-market and SMB customer space. And the TCMs that I manage, of which there's 8, are territory aligned. Now they do have some vertical specialization, so I have one person that manages retail and manufacturing as an example, but as you can imagine that's quite a large stretch in terms of vertical expertise, but we are still able to pick out some aspects of whether it's applications or IP that are relevant to those segments that we can still focus and specialize on and take to market with our partners.
So probably about 4 months ago we started talking about tech quarters and the sectors that we operate within, and Microsoft is saying what you need is good case studies, we need to reference those, and that's really going to help you build your practice. Everything's about getting leads in so that you can convert into new customers. For us it was really interesting because we looked at our customer base and found that we had 9 case studies in the healthcare sector. The question I have for you though is, obviously partners are all doing this now, and they're probably looking at their customer base, and maybe some of them are going, oh, we've got 9 case studies in healthcare. So we've moved people to the cloud, but actually we don't have IP, we just know the healthcare sector and the applications that they work with. But how can a partner differentiate themselves against other partners who simply have case studies in the same sector?
Yeah, it's a great question. So I think this is one of the reasons we changed as an organization, is that we wanted to make sure that our partners were successful with each other. I think we've been very good at managing and developing our partner base, but they've always been segregated in some respects. So I think that what we could do with Tech Quarters, which we talked about earlier, which is looking at ways that we can take unique IP, and that's probably in the form of an application that's been created by an ISV, an independent software vendor. And these independent software vendors have created an application based on Microsoft technology. An example I can think of is Patient Source.
Oh yes.
Patient Source are a local ISV that have been developed and managed by Microsoft for a number of years, and they've got an offering where they can offer automated patient management. So what I mean by that is, if you think about when you and I go into A&E, God forbid, but we go into A&E, you think about the paperwork that's filled out, date of birth, name, all those kind of things, doctor's name, surgery, but then also think about what you need to do or what needs to be done when you're in A&E. So thinking about whether you need to go to theatre for an operation, or maybe some doctor needs to check on you, whatever it may be. The problem is with all that paper, it takes time, effort, and wastes money and time. So Patient Source offered an application that really automates all of that and allows hospitals to be more effective, not in terms of time but also cost, and obviously the patient experience is a lot greater. So I would look at ways of getting Tech Quarters and say Patient Source to go to a customer, address their needs, address their issues, but also offer massive value and success, and then we'd look to replicate that with other customers across the segment.
Okay, that's perfect. So the quick summary then really is we'd probably talk to our partner development managers to find ISVs that would be a good fit for us to work with our existing focus in certain sectors. So our PDM is Rebecca, she does a great job, and then of course the TCMs can help us get in there and sell to new customers.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, the TCMs are always looking for customer success with partners, and I think that if it's really effective in terms of what we've delivered, and we can really see that with that particular healthcare trust that they had huge success, and they become advocates, so they're great for us to be able to go to other advocates in that segment and be able to talk about the success that they've had. So actually once you've done your first win with the TCM, it's then easier for that healthcare TCM, for example, to be able to take that across the vertical. Right,
fantastic. Great information, cheers Jay. So actually the next episode, that's fantastic stuff about the TCMs, but the next one we're going to focus on is what makes a great partner for Microsoft. So tune in to the next episode.